Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Devin Brown. So if you guys remember a few days ago, I had did a story about the 19-year-old woman. Her name is Miranda Barber. And basically she's claiming that she's part of a satanic cult and that she basically killed over 100 people, but she stopped counting after 22 people. Now I told y'all in that video that I didn't believe her. I thought that this bitch was looking for fame, that she was an attention whore. Folks were saying, you know what, there's real evil out there and we should believe her. I kept telling y'all, everything isn't satanic, everything isn't evil. Some folks are just attention whores. Now it's coming out in the media that the police have been spending all this money investigating in several different states, and this bitch's story is not panning out. They don't believe that this woman is a serial killer and that she only killed one person.
About a teenager who claims to be a satanic serial killer responsible for more than 20 murders. Investigators are now saying that her story cannot be verified. Here's ABC's Mara Schiavocampo.
Miranda, did you really kill 22 people?
Tuesday, 19-year-old Miranda Barber briefly met with local officials in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, but she did not provide any information about her shocking claims of being a serial killer. In an explosive jailhouse interview with a local newspaper last week, the newlywed and young mom confessed to killing, quote, less than 100 people in several states, starting at just 13 when she joined a satanic cult, saying, quote, when I hit 22, I stopped counting.
She looked at me, dead square in the eyes and said this so matter-of-factly that if I were in law enforcement, I would take it seriously.
And they are. Authorities in California, North Carolina, Alaska, and Pennsylvania have already started looking for any evidence to verify those chilling claims.
Our investigators have been in contact with law enforcement officers from other states and with the FBI.
Barber and her husband of just 3 weeks, 22-year-old Elliot Barber, are being held without bail. Police say the couple murdered a Pennsylvania man they lured on Craigslist simply for fun. This week, Barber's attorney reportedly filed paperwork asking she be spared the death penalty. Officials in Alaska and Pennsylvania note that so far in their states, they have not been able to verify any of Barber's claims. She'll be in court again for a pretrial hearing next week. And we should note that both Miranda Barber and her husband have pleaded not guilty to the Craigslist.
But what's even more crazy is that Devin has been staying on top of the story for me. Now her father is coming out. He's speaking out against her. Not only is she a heroin addict, but she's also one of the most manipulative people that he's ever known in life. He had nothing good to say about his daughter. He went in on her. And today he officially announced that if she was to get the death penalty, he would be there with her to hold her hand, but that's about it. So a lot of folks are saying that this guy's a bad guy, and how dare the father not support his child, which to me is just asinine. I have respect for this man. I get so tired of the family members of people who have committed the crimes acting like their family member is so innocent, acting like their son was such a good child and he's never been in trouble and they don't know why he would snap and he must have mental illness. Her father's keeping it real. Her father's saying that she was a heroin addict and she wasn't about shit. She didn't want to amount to anything in her life. She just wanted to, lay around all day and do drugs. Her dad is not making excuses for her. I truly respect parents like this. He's not making excuses for her. He's not lying on her behalf. He's basically saying, you made your bed, now you lie in it. I will always be your father, but I'm not going to sit here and act like what you did was okay. And I really think the police should listen to the father and stop this investigation. There's no way that this young girl killed all these people. I never bought her story. I assume that she must have watched too much Dexter, and that's where she came up with this whole story from. For all we know, this man on Craigslist wasn't even going to go meet her to go have sex with her. He might have been going to go meet her to go, sell her an iPad or a phone or something like that, and she made up the whole sexual molestation thing just for a way for attention, so that way she can look crazy and not get the death penalty. So I'm not buying Miranda's story at all, and kudos to her father for being a father and basically telling his daughter, you know what, you made your bed, now you lie in it. I'm not about to sit here and cover up for you. I'm not going to act like you're this super innocent girl, like you did nothing wrong in life. I'm glad he's basically showing the world who his daughter is. Folks can say, well, you know what, he raised her and, maybe the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But as parents, you can only try so hard. You can raise your kids to be the best. Look at Kwame's mother. She gave that boy everything in life. He went to a good school, a private school. Whatever he wanted, she gave him. He didn't want for anything, and he still turned against his mother. So sometimes as parents, you can lead your child, down the right path. You can teach them the right thing, but at the end of the day, they may just make that wrong decision. They may just choose to go against everything that you've installed and ingrained in them. And for that, you can't fault the father. He tried his best, so it is what it is. At the end of the day, she's an adult, and her husband, they chose to take this man's life for no reason but a thrill kill. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire story. Did you buy Miranda's story? Did you think she was telling the truth? And how do you feel about her father and everything that he's had to say about his daughter? I'm also going to go ahead and post a news article down below so you guys can check it out. All right, deuces.